Good morning. It's been a couple of days. I don't know how many exactly because I have been just here. We need coffee. Before we do anything this morning, we need coffee. I just dropped off my youngest to work and I did not get any coffee before I left. So we're going to stand over here, make a pot of coffee because if you remember, my Keurig died. I still have it in the house because I was trying to do like all of the little troubleshooting things, but it ain't working. So we're going to go ahead and give her a proper burial today and send her out of here tomorrow with the trash because it's just not working. Oh look, as an FYI, my daughter had bought me these knives. I think I might have showed you all once before. It's the Hexclad set. Can you see it on the counter? You can't see it, but it has that little magnetic block. And I love my little knives. They're so cute. I like the little fancy feel of sticking them on the butcher block. And it gives it a nice way to store without me jacking them up in the drawer like my other sets of knives. So yesterday I went to the dentist because when your insurance is about to run out, you do all of the expensive medical stuff that you can do while you still got coverage. And so I went to the dentist yesterday and had 2 root canals, child. And it was interesting because he was saying, we're going to do your root canal, one on the left and one on the right. Apparently, I need 3. But from the last time that I saw him, I kept saying, I have a cavity on one of these canine teeth. And it looked like that's where the root canal was going to be. And he was like, no, it's actually on the other side. And he took an x-ray before starting and was like, okay, we're definitely going to take care of the 2 on the same side because that cavity is going to give you a problem if you don't take care of it now. And I was like, well, that's what I came in here prepared for, but glad that we're on the same page, So that went as I wanted it to. And I don't want to walk around with my front teeth all jacked up. It's enough that I got to get 2 crowns on them, but I'm just embracing the fact that this is where I am right now. So if you're young enough to still have good teeth, take care of them. Go to your dentist or just take your healthcare seriously. Find whatever alternative type medicines that work, not the fly-by-night scams of the hour, but things that actually work. All right, and just as an FYI, this sweater is the one that I'm making for my husband. This is the Stockinette Beginner Raglan Light. It is just a traditional raglan sweater. It's the typical, let's bring it in, a knit front and back type of raglan. And it increases every other round. It has tapered sleeves, like fitted sleeves. And get those little fuzzies off of there. But anyway, I love this yarn. It pills a little bit, but as you see, it's only pilling under the arms where the friction is. But I love this yarn. I washed it and dried it, and it just got in the wash with everything else, and it came out just fine. Like, it's still stretchy. It still has its shape. I just love it. This is the This is the Stitch Please by Premier Yarns, and it is the super washable, hence why it's in the washing machine. So we got our coffee, so excited. Let's go get set up outside. All right. So one thing I want to share, because I'm trying to decide what to do, I didn't take into consideration the pocket on this sweater. Let me show you where we are. So there's the sweater, right? And ideally, I would have liked the pocket to be in between the stripes on the sweater. It would have been nice to have the stripes on in between, have the pocket in between those two stripes. I'm also concerned that it'll be too high. So I'm supposed to knit this until it was like 12 inches long from the underarm, which I'm gonna go grab the measuring tape. I'm gonna measure it, but I think I'm past the 12 inches before I would put the pocket in. And so that has me a little worried about where to put this pocket now. That is what I'm going to be working on this morning, is just trying to figure out where to put this pocket. Is it too late for me to do what I thought I wanted to do? Or do I have to pivot and try to, you know, catch up with the directions because I jumped ahead? Yeah, it kind of sucks. Everything was going so smoothly. Read the directions, folks. Read the directions. Down to 16 inches. So the hood will probably bring the neck up. So I'm thinking through some things as of this moment, and this is the neck, right? But there will be a hood also, and I'm thinking the hood will like drag it up just a little bit, because at first I was measuring like right here for where my daughter's neck and everything would be, but I do think it'll go up just a little bit so these shoulders will sit back. We're not that different in height. She likes to think she's much taller than me, but she's not. She might be an inch, okay, maybe 2 inches taller than me, but on me it's stopping like right below my belly button. Because she's smaller than me, I don't think she'd have a problem with it being not so long. So we might be in a good place to just go ahead and start the ribbing. I am gonna try to finish out at least the 36 rounds so that the color sections can match the width or the space between, and then I'm just gonna go in and finagle this pocket. All right, so I made a decision on what I'm gonna do. The sweater is currently at 16 inches. I was trying to get it down to about 19 with the ribbing for her. So I'm going to finish this round. Well, I'm gonna finish the 10 rounds to make the color blocks, the blue blocks, the same length, which is 36 rounds each. And I have 10 more of those to do. And then I'm going to start the ribbing, and I'm going to put that at the same length of ribbing that this is. I don't remember if it was 6 or 7, whatever the number was. And I'm going to do that on the body, and then we'll be done with the body. Then I will come back and figure out where to put this pocket. From what I remember, because I can't look at my phone and my tablet is dead right now, but from what I remember, you mark the stitches with 2 locking stitch markers, pick up those stitches in that row, and then knit out flat to create the little rectangular trapezoid looking shape. And then you either, I don't know how they attach it, honestly, because I don't think I read that far. Once I realized that I missed the step, I was like, uh-oh. So I think you're either going to just knit it all the way out, do all the shaping and everything, and then either maybe sew it down, bind it off, attach, I don't know. But we're going to figure it out. But right now I'm just going to finish the body. Very, very absolute worst case scenario, if I can't figure it out, or if it's just not coming out right, then she just doesn't get a pocket and she'll be fine. It's not the end of the world. But it is going to look weird because I got those stripes there. So I don't know. But we're going to go finish the body today. So let's go ahead and knit something. Oh, one other thing that I wanted to mention what I'll be doing today is finishing off my cousin's purple blanket. I have just languished on it. I've been so focused on like my husband's sweater, this yellow sweater, the blue and yellow sweater, and I just kind of forgot about it, but I need to get it out of my living room. It's taking up space. It's like its own entity in the living room. So I think before I even work on her sweater, I'm going to go ahead and finish that last ball of yarn, and then I will start working on the blue and yellow sweater. So yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do now. I finished my cousin's blanket. Thank goodness. I was so tired of working on it. And I wanted to show you, since I have a microphone that travels, we wanted to put it out here so you can kind of see how big how big she actually is. Oh, I look so far. But anyway, there she goes. It's a nice big size, big enough to cover you, well, cover her. But anyway, we're done and it feels so good. So that's her blanket, and I will probably take it out to the mailbox later. Let me turn this way because I feel like I was down a hill and I want to just do it all justice. This side just ain't so pretty. Interesting because with this, depending on which way you hold it, it's going in the wash, no worries. But depending on which way you hold it, it'll either be long or wide. So if I hold it this way, you see it's a little wider and it stretches outwards. But if I turn it this way, the way that I was working on it, it becomes just narrower and longer. Like, so her husband is, I think Larry's 6'5" or something crazy. And no offense. So I think he's like 6'5", and she's probably like 5'7" or 5'8". So it'll fit them both. Even though I suspect her daughter is going to be in it more than she will, but that's okay. I made it. It's for them to use. And like I said, it was just a comfort thing I wanted to make for her after her dad passed, my uncle. And so hopefully she can wrap up in it when she's feeling a little stressed. And yeah, I love when a project is done. So I'll give you an update in the next clip about the wash and wear of this one. If you all remember, I washed my pink one, dried it, and it was fine. But we're always worried about a potential, bad batch or something to that effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash this now, and I'll let you know how it performed coming out of the dryer. Alright, so laundry's done. It has actually been done for a while, but let's go ahead and get the blanket out. And like I was telling y'all before, there's no fuzz or anything in here. Like, it just comes on out. I do have to be mindful about how I pull it out though, because I still got those ends on there. But yeah, so just the sheets left in there. But you see, no fuzz, no furries in there. And I just went ahead and threw it in the dryer. My husband has some stuff in there too, so we'll just go ahead and dry everything. And I will throw a dry sheet in there. And when I dry it, we will leave it on normal. And I will put it on medium because that's what I dry everything on. And I left it on normal. I think I said that. And then we just start. And then as usual, we gotta check the trap because sometimes my little kiddos, even though they're grown-ups, they forget to empty the trap. And I've been trying to do better with that, cleaning out of the thing. I heard it catches fire, and I'm like, I do not need that in my life. So we'll go ahead and just clean that. Okay, so that's that. So I will be back when it is dry. To turn on the light. All right, so the dryer is finished. Oh, so warm and soft and fluffy. Ooh. Oh, one thing I want to show too, the lid trap. If you remember, I told you it was already cleaned out, so there's no like, you know, purple fuzz or whatever inside. So yeah, it didn't shed or anything. And I'm trying to get his clothes off of my stuff. Okay, dryer sheets. Do y'all put like 2 dryer sheets in every load, whether you need it or not? Because I sure do. I think they have what's called an extra large sheet now from Bounce. We still put 2. All right, let's go sit down. All right, so I'm about to end the video for the day because family is all home, and I just wanted to go ahead and kind of knock this out real fast, just so I could show you what the, oh, that looks very dark. Let's turn this way. Okay, so maybe that's better. All right, anyway, here's the blanket. She is washed, dried, and laid to the side. No shredding, shedding. No shedding. Let me pull you down just a smidge. And can't really get the full expansive look of it, but suffice it to say, she's huge. Washed and dried. Anyway, you get the idea. So there she is, good and fluffy. So nice, so fresh and so clean. And so now I'm jealous. But I have my pink one right there. I'm gonna go ahead and get this mailed out. It started raining and I got sleepy, and you know, I took advantage of the ability to take a nap. It's knit on size 19 needles. And yeah, 6 balls of yarn for my pink one. I used 7, I think, for my cousin's because she's a little taller than me. Or did I use 8? I think it was 8. I have to check the order receipt, but I think I used 8. It was more than the 6. So yeah, so that's the blanket. The sweater, I only knit about 4 rounds on, so I still have 6 more rounds to get to that 36, and then I'll start the ribbing. I'll be working on that tonight while I watch TV and stuff. I feel like I got things accomplished because I was able to cross this off my list, but I also feel like it was a lazy day, and I took advantage of the fact that I can be lazy right now. I didn't do a whole lot of recording. The weather wasn't really good for that today. Tomorrow is supposed to be a sunny 65 degrees, so I might just blend the 2 videos together and just kind of carry this on into one whole video instead of uploading twice. I just feel like that's a lot of Tiffany to put on a screen. So I will go ahead and end this for now, and we will reconvene probably with a cup of coffee in the morning.